What are we up to today, lads?
We've got a couple of good connections to the Cali scene, and yeah, we managed to get a couple of bits that you ain't going to get anywhere in England right now, and I don't even know if people have seen them before or even know about them, but first time we've seen some of these products ourselves, so it's going to be quite nice just to open it, smell the terps, and yeah man, everyone's thinking that we're going to open packs of bud, isn't it?
I'm Leon, this is Lo, this is Geshi. If you haven't been here before, we're from Otherside London. We run a shop in Portobello Road. This is our logo.
I think we quite often forget to like let people know what our experience is and what we do and like how we're in this kind of situation right now. It's almost like three talking heads just talking about cannabis stuff. And who are you guys? Do you know anything? Do you have any experience in this game or what?
We have a lot of interaction in the shop with a lot of customers about everything to do with canna and
Yep.
I guess other things like music and lifestyle and everything, food that goes along with canna. And the general public doesn't know much about canna, and especially in the UK, where the laws lie, what's your like parameters, how far can you go, what are you allowed to do, what can't you do.
It's surprising the amount of English people that come into the shop thinking that cannabis is legal because they've maybe heard of medical cannabis being like available on the NHS, so they assume that you can smoke cannabis, and they'll be coming into the shop literally asking us for THC products, and we're like, we do not sell THC, sorry. We can't, it's illegal still.
The idea of this podcast is to be a bit more like educational and to like push those boundaries a bit, ask some questions that aren't necessarily asked elsewhere.
Yeah.
We do not condone any illicit activities. We don't advise drug use. We think everything to do with that is a load of rubbish. And also, we're not professionals in anything. None of us, we're not qualified to be able to speak about any of this stuff at all. We're just literally three normal people that have kind of had to jump through enough hoops now to kind of know the scene.
Jump through so many hoops to get the shop to where it is, and to be able to trade and to have a business running for nearly 6 years. Yeah, there's been a lot of hoops jumped through.
It's a bit like a puzzle. We've got to constantly figure out ways to get around everything and to do things properly and above board. But today is less of an educational episode.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a fun episode this one, literally going through some products that you can't get in this country, and also just to like highlight the kind of things that you can get in America and the kind of like where the market's going basically.
If you're not into water pipes and pipes and you're not into edibles or anything like that, or vapes, the other way to consume cannabis, and probably the most popular way in the world,
Definitely,
is just smoking it.
yeah.
A lot of people use or well, not just rolling papers.
Yeah, let's not give them a plug.
Yeah,
They don't even agree with cannabis.
No, they don't,
So,
which is the maddest thing. They design long skins for cigarettes.
they say they've got king size skins, but they're not actually
For lorry drivers,
Yeah.
they say. It's for lorry drivers
really?
who do extra long drives, apparently.
What have you got there?
This is the Skunk brand genuine hemp wrap. I'm probably holding a little bit out of shot there. Hold it over Lo's face. But this one's supposed to be mango smoothie. They use terps, so it's a natural hemp wrap.
So it must be smelling on point.
This guy wants to explain about it.
Ah.
Made from natural toasted hemp. Skunk brand hemp wraps have no tobacco, but you wouldn't know that from the mellow, delicious smoke. Hemp wraps smoke better than tobacco and are blunts brought to the next level. Shall we crack it? See what
It's
it
open.
smells like?
So mango flavour terps, yeah? Or was it?
It's mango smoothie.
Does it say what terps they are? Are they actual natural or can of terps?
It doesn't say.
I assume they'll probably be just natural botanical terps.
I assume botanical because this doesn't look like it's.
When you're looking at
expensive.
terpenes, guys, there's you got natural or you got actual canna ones. So the ones that are canna ones, they're literally like extracted from cannabis plants, whereas natural ones could be extracted from any plant or vegetable that has that aroma. I think that's what's got a fruity.
Well, it's a bit less fruity when you actually get in there.
Still smells nice though. So let's have a look at it and see what it looks like.
Oh, they're already like kind of coned a little bit.
So they made it into a sort of cone shape. And the plastic is just to separate
They
it,
look
right?
like tobacco as well. Yeah, the plastic
look
just
at
to separate them.
Kind of looks like some form of cigar leaf, right? That's
Yeah.
what it's trying to imitate.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I would definitely use these and give it a
I
go.
bet it's so smooth. It's supposed to be super slow burning as well.
Taste the terps, natural hemp plant terpenes. The hemp plant terpenes, they've taken the terps from natural hemp. That's quite nice.
Nice.
Okay, so what's the next thing? I'm just gonna reach over and grab something. You know what I'm going for, innit?
I know exactly what you're about to grab.
I was gonna grab that, but actually I think I'm gonna wait because it's quite
Save it
similar.
until last.
I'm gonna go for one of these high hemp things actually.
Sick.
So right here is Hi Hemp. We actually used to sell their paper. They used to do papers in the shop when we couldn't get hold of them anymore. And they also do wraps as well, exactly like this.
Like that.
Exactly like this kind of version. This seems to be like a cone, a ready-made cone. But what's nice about these is that they actually have CBD in the actual material. So this one here is a banana goo flavour. Let me just read the back before I open it. So it says vegan, 100% organic hemp, GMO free, which is cool. 100% tobacco free. Get 2 artisanal hemp cones inside. Products from Amsterdam. Anyway, let's crack this.
They also sent us same brand, but
Different flavour.
blazing cherry.
Blazing cherry. This one's banana goo. Ooh, the smell of that is nice. That's a lot stronger than the smell on that one.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
way
creamier.
That
creamy
smells like
banana.
a milkshake or something. Like,
You know, it reminds me of the old, remember the old foam
That's
sweets?
what I was hoping for. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Remember the old
that.
banana foam sweets?
Yeah.
Wow, it comes in like a little cardboard tube as well to protect
I was feeling it when I was holding the packet. You could feel it. It's like solid inside, so obviously to protect the thing.
A little bit mash up.
Oh. I like the fact that it's compostable packaging apart from the plastic outer layer. But this one's bent up as well.
So they're not the straightest cones in the world, but they come roached up,
Yeah.
and yeah, you just got to fill them. You're ready to go. My one criticism is they changed how they transport them, because this one's even got a little hole in it.
let's see if the cherry one's the same. I want to smell them.
It's like Christmas.
Smells like a Bakewell tart.
Oh, I love bakewell
Proper
tarts.
how you do, innit?
The transport test. Ready?
What?
Wait. Oh, just the end of it is a little bit.
Yeah, same with this one. I just realised I don't know how much CBD's in them.
I remember asking them before, and they say it's not a controlled amount because they're using different hemp all the time. So they
Okay.
don't know, but they just say it does contain CBD. I remember I actually emailed them one time, and they said, no, we can't give you an actual figure, not on milligrams, but it's just present. We're gonna open now.
Low, it's your turn
Alright.
to pick a present around the tree.
This is a note for myself, future low. This was about high hemp, and we're going to go back to Crop Kings now.
Yeah, that's Leon's fault as well, future low, sorry.
Yeah.
Future Leon, it's your fault. Look at that face. Because you did that.
I'm probably still going to be smiling.
Future guest is laughing at this.
This is Crop Kings Premium Organic Cones. Organic hemp. It says slow burning natural flavour. Each cone contains biodegradable pre-rolled paper tip. That's not bad.
That's
we
nice.
like biodegradable things the other side.
Yeah, we sure do.
This is the bit I don't like though. Grown in the USA, fair enough. Hand rolled in Indonesia.
So they grow it there, send it off to Indonesia to be like rolled, and then send it back to America. That's a logistical nightmare.
Well, it's also just awful for the environment.
These ones are unflavoured plain.
There's a slight aroma.
Yeah.
Definitely a slight aroma. It's kind of like herby almost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crack it open.
Yeah, do it, right?
So we've got a little stick. Here you can have the stick.
This is a pokey, do you reckon?
So these here, guys, there's another size. It's not a king size.
It's 1 1/4.
This is what you call 1 1/4.
So these are bud wraps.
So it's made out of bud, yeah. But 1 1/4 size is literally a bit bigger than regular size, and smaller than king size. They use it a lot in America. We don't really have it so much over here, but in Spain they use this size.
You know what, I think also people in the UK smoke with tobacco a lot of the time, so often try and bolster it out a bit.
Go on, Leon, your turn.
So this one is from Twisted Hemp, made from hemp cones, tropical breeze flavour. I'm just trying to work out how they flavoured it. It says, we at Twisted Hemp continue to drive the evolution of the hemp smoking experience. Our new Twisted cones deliver the purest slow burn smoking experience for the true connoisseur. I mean, I don't know who's regulating what's the purest out here, but
God knows.
I don't know if that's a claim you can make. We guarantee that our cones are still single sourced, full of big taste with the twisted flavours that you have come to expect. Our goal with these cones is to mesh convenience and quality, taking your smoking sesh to new heights. So if you're an experienced hemp smoker or new to the hemp scene, kick back and relax and enjoy this innovation from Twisted Hemp. As always, our products are guaranteed 100% fresh, or a free replacement pack is issued.
Well, I'll be ringing them if it's not fresh.
We're going to be writing our Instagram after this episode. They're not intended for use with tobacco, but nothing about the flavour
I think generally most of these things are using just normal
Botanical terps,
botanical terps. They're not actually using like proper cannabis terps.
They might not even be using terpenes. They could be using all kinds of flavours.
But that's what I mean.
Chemical flavour.
Yeah.
If you guys are into smoking like flavoured stuff, it's definitely worth going on their websites and checking the brand and seeing where the actual flavour's coming from, because you don't really want to be adding more chemicals to what you're smoking. You know what I mean? All these products are quite similar in look and feel, right? All the ones that we've opened so far.
They look quite nice though. I mean, the first two were more similar in terms of they look like tobacco, and then the Crop Kings one, that was very hemp looking, very green. It smells like a sweet mint, like a mento.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm also quite like, I don't really get the whole thing of smoking something that's got a mad flavour and adding in your own flavour to it. Like, either you have to complement it really nicely, or just smoke some normal paper.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of menthol cigarettes, which I hate.
I know what you mean by that. It does smell a bit like menthol cigarettes. It smells minty more than tropical.
Yeah.
Well, they look alright.
I'm not feeling that. It's more plastic inside. I'm going to try one of these. It's a bit different. So this right here is the same brand, but they're calling them Twisted Tips. It's just a filter, so you can add it to anything that you're smoking, but it's a little pop thing inside, so you squeeze it and pop the flavour out. Let's have a little look. This is vanilla and lavender. So it says terpene infused filter tip. Squeeze and pop to activate flavour. Thank you, Pancho. Enjoy with wraps, papers and cigarillos. Squeeze each flavour bead until a click is heard. 2 flavour beads with unique flavours. Click separate or together. So you can have the 2 flavours together or separate. Seems pretty straightforward. 2 terp tips for 99 cents. You'd never get that in England for 99p or... Anyway, here goes Twisted Tips. So here we've got literally 2 tips ready to go. It still smells quite sweet as well.
People are so fast to say if they're using natural terps, or like even if they're not using canna terps, they'll throw something in there like natural terpenes or whatever, just to let you know it's botanical ones. So I just feel like if they were using good quality terpenes, they'd be shouting about it a little bit.
Definitely. I mean, I would be if it was my brand.
It reminds me a little bit of like a Jilter.
Kind of, yeah.
You know those
Jilter filter.
Yeah, we have these filters at the shop, and it's basically like half of a standard cotton filter, and it's like a cap that you can put on your normal roach or whatever you use. Also, while I'm saying this, subscribe, get that notification bell on, comment, like the video, share it to all your friends.
If you don't like it, hit the dislike button, but make sure you leave a comment down below and let us know what you disliked about it, because feedback is key.
Before we start this little bit, those bits were the bits we were given by a friend of ours.
Yeah. Big up to Smoke Hub. You can find them on Insta. Also Elite, if you guys know it from back in the day.
This next section that we're going to do is all products that just arrived at the store. They came yesterday, and we're already like getting close to halfway through them.
Yeah.
And cause basically you can't really get them in England. Really hard to get hold of. Luckily, we have some good friends in America, and
thanks, friends.
Yeah, thanks, friends. Really excited about them. We're gonna test some out today, but we just want to show you them because they're really cool, and they might be gone by the time by the time we next get around to it.
By the time this video goes out, they'll probably be gone as well. So really sorry about that, but snooze you lose.
I don't know, where should we start? Actually, I'll start with this because you may have seen on the Otherside story if you follow us on Instagram. A couple months ago, we were at Product Earth. And that's like a big canna convention. It's originally like CBD wholesale and stuff to do with like nutrients and growing equipment and stuff as well. But it's kind of developed a little bit more into like a smokers festival. Like there's a lot of people there with all kinds of cool items, and we actually managed to pick up a couple of these.
I'd seen them online like a few months before the festival, and I was like, I can't wait to get my hands on some of these. And then obviously, well not obviously, but some of this stuff comes out in America and it's not allowed to come out here. Or it comes out in other countries and it takes ages to come to the UK. So when I saw them on a stall in Product Earth, I was like, Leon, you need to come and grab some of these, remember?
He pulled me away from, I was like watching our stall.
We were actually trading there. And I was like, Leon, come here. Look at these.
So you would have seen the other 2 flavours, Lemon Fuel, Sunday Driver.
That's what we had.
That's the ones we've already had, so you've probably seen. We've got those 2 at the shop, but we've also managed to get Lemon Jack. They all contain terpenes to help boost the effect of the cone, well, the effect of its contents anyway. But they also all have what they call herbal cannabinoid activators.
Retrograde signaling messengers. that helps stimulate presynaptic CB1 receptors. Works best with strains containing +1 CBD.
I think maybe they're saying CBD, but I'm pretty sure it could be any cannabinoid. They're really, really cool. This one contains herbal canna, K-A-N-N-A.
What's the real name for it again? Scaletium, I think it's called. Scaletium, yeah. It's really good for depression, anxiety, just relaxing. Kind of like the same sort of things that CBD helps with.
Yeah.
We managed to get a few. So if you guys want one or two, make sure you get to the shop as soon as possible.
We've got quite a few of these raw ones,
Yeah,
so they
nice.
might still be left. The next ones we're about to show you might not be there though. Ooh. Smells quite different to the other two.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that smells nicer than the other ones.
I don't know why I'm getting past the sauce.
It's so funny because we're probably all saying these things that we're like trying to describe the smell of it and stuff, and it's actually like you guys have no idea what we're talking
If we
about.
had smell-o-vision, then you guys would understand, but yeah. Let me just have a little look at what it looks like. So inside you got the little pokey, which is cardboard. And again, it's just a cone. Really, really nice. High quality paper.
Guess just snorting all the terps up.
If you guys know about this brand, so just a little bit of background on it. Lemon Tree, they created a little kind of sideline called the Orchard. So you got strawberry tree, got grape tree. That's the original one there, lemon tree.
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
And they did gas tree.
And a gas tree as well.
Originally, when it was just the flower that they did, before they got into extracts and everything, they did lemon tree and then orange tree.
Yeah.
And then they crossed those two and made money tree. I remember when I first tried their stuff back in like 2016, 2017 or something. I can't remember when it was, but it was way back then. And it was like, I've never had flavour like that in my life. At that point in my life, I never even knew you could smoke something that would taste like that.
Three bus then.
Should we bust them all at the same time?
One, two.
One for all for one, yeah?
Oh yeah, the free pumpkins.
Also to mention, made by Raw, so it's a collaboration between Lemon Tree and Raw. Look at these two, they're not even listening to me. I really like their grape extract. They do extracts as well, so they've got a grape tree extract. They all smell so good.
It's the lemon number 7 terps. That's the lemon tree original terpene, and that's trademark, copyrighted. Like,
Quickly close it before the terps escape.
right, on to the final grand finale.
Last but not least,
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
I'm really excited about this one.
Who's gonna open it?
Yes, that's it.
It's gonna be.
This thing here, super special. I don't even want to open it. Like, it's got a different kind of opening on this one.
Do you want to explain what it is?
I should do actually. Yeah. We've got another collaboration with Raw. So again, it's another Raw cone, but this one's slightly different. This one is a collaboration with Lyrical Lemonade, and they've created bud wraps. So these are a little bit different. They're not paper. This is made from post-extraction pure bud wraps. So it includes 2 inside. Contains no tobacco.
So what they mean by that, by saying post-extraction, it's basically they grow flower, and then once you've removed all the cannabinoids, you still got all the plant matter, and it's got nothing in it, so it can't get you high or anything, but it's still there, and it'd be a shame to just throw it away. So what they've done is they've pressed it into sheets basically, and managed to make cones out of it. So you are smoking only cannabis.
Literally, you're putting cannabis with your cannabis.
Oh, the smell of these are just
giving
me.
It's almost a bit sharper, a bit tartar,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like it's not as sweet, the flavour.
But not like a sour tart, like a really top end, like sweet, like nasally kind of tart.
Even more excited to try this than the other one.
We're gonna laugh at that, mate. I just got so lost in smelling that. I was like a million miles away. You were like up my nose. Like.
It is my favourite of the bunch. I'll be honest. I thought the lemon tree were gonna take it. I'm a big fan of lemon tree. I have to say,
These are something else.
Lyrical Lemonade takes the prize for me today.
I think it's just because they're infused into the actual plant itself. So I think the terps just work a lot better. Like they smell like they're in the place they're meant to be.
Terps are notoriously volatile, so they'll evaporate and go away very easily, but I feel like because they've been, like you said, processed into the whole of the plant. So we're going to test some of these.
Yeah,
We'll
which one are we going to test now?
On the other side.
A few moments later.
Right, so we're back after having a little break. We went and sampled some of the products we've just been going through, and what was your favourite?
My favourite was definitely this lyrical lemon.
I think mine too. I think I really enjoyed that Lyrical Lemonade. It had a nice citrus edge to it.
And it wasn't like, I don't know, it kind of also wasn't too overpowering. Like we did get to taste like the other ingredients that were involved.
It was just nice, pungent. There was citrusy notes, like bright, buzzy, just uplifting.
Burnt proper evenly, and for a while it was windy out there.
It was windy. That's why I've got the jacket on.
We did also try this one.
Banana goo.
It was decent, but I mean,
I wasn't so keen on the flavour actually.
yeah, not as much as that. Like that, the Lyrical Lemon had such nice flavour. This one smelt really lovely and like it burnt well, but yeah.
Still a good quality product, but it's just maybe that flavour just wasn't for us. That is a wrap, isn't it?
There's a wrap.
Talking about wraps.
Yes.
Anyway,
Not to put it bluntly.
this has been another side little podcast. If you've enjoyed it,
You're
give
gonna
us a
put me out
little
of job,
subscribe. Give us a little subscribe, please. Hit the little like button, hit the bell as well, wherever that may be, and get your notifications. Ding, ding, ding. Them ones there. But yeah, man, we'll be back with another episode very soon.
Nice one.